Welcome to Sports Zone 247, your ultimate source for all things football. Stay up to date with the latest football news. Match highlights, transfer rumors, player updates, and in-depth analysis from top leagues around the world. Our first news is Alexander Isak transfer. Live updates as Newcastle star completes Liverpool medical. The biggest transfer on deadline day is set to be Alexander Isak's move from Newcastle to Liverpool, with the Swedish striker determined to leave St James' Park and join the Reds. Alexander Isak could be the headline move on deadline day as Liverpool look to secure a deal for the Newcastle striker, who has been pushing for the exit door for weeks. After 3 stellar years at St James' Park, the Swede has forged a reputation among the best forwards in Europe and informed the Magpies that we wanted to move on this summer. Newcastle had dug their heels in, maintaining that they would not be selling their leading light. Liverpool have already seen a £110 million bid rejected ahead of deadline day, with Newcastle looking for a British record fee before they consider selling. The arrival of Nick Woltemade last week has opened the door for Isak to move on, with Eddie Howe now having a replacement in the building. And now it has emerged that the Magpies could accept a fee of £125 million. Mirror Football will keep you across all the latest regarding Isak in the final day of the transfer window. Torres walked so Isak could run from Newcastle. It's all coming up Liverpool in what's already being dubbed one of the best transfer windows of any team in history. However, it's easy to forget the Reds were once on the receiving end of their own player rejection not all that long ago. Rewind to January 2011 when Fernando Torres was the golden child at Anfield, much as Isak was in the Northeast several months ago. And the Spaniard was well on his way to icon status at Anfield before having his head turned elsewhere. After one failed attempt to sign the player, Chelsea succeeded in pulling off one of the most manic dashes season on any winter transfer deadline day. And the rest is history. Alan Pardew's verdict on Isak ordeal. Former Newcastle manager Alan Pardew has had his say on Alexander Isak's exit, not to mention his replacements at St James' Park. And in short, the one-time LMA Manager of the Year is not impressed. "I feel sorry for Newcastle fans," he told Sky Sports on Monday. "The 2 players they have brought in are not at the level of Isak, they're just not. In terms of what they have lost, it's a big blow." Cody Gakpo's stance on added competition. Isak's arrival at Anfield creates a conundrum for Arne Slot in terms of wedging so much talent into his attack. And one name who looks likely to miss out is Cody Gakpo. Despite looking like one of Liverpool's more improved players on the left flank of late, Gakpo seems the most obvious starter to be dropped once Isak is brought into the 11. Our last news is Marc Guehi to Liverpool. Issues emerge as Crystal Palace make transfer stance clear. Liverpool offered £35 million for Marc Guehi on Friday, and Crystal Palace are facing the dilemma of pleasing their manager, Oliver Glasner, or cashing in on a player who could leave for free next summer. Crystal Palace manager Oliver Glasner has told his club's board that they have to keep Marc Guehi as Liverpool push to sign him transfer deadline day. Guehi, 25, recently entered the final year of his contract with Palace and is wanted by the Premier League champions, who submitted an improved £35 million bid on Friday. Liverpool's offer includes a 10% per sell-on clause, but it's understood that Palace want £5 million in add-ons on top of the initial fee. The Reds have targeted the defender as a long-term replacement for Ibrahima Konate, who Anfield chiefs fear has had his head turned Real Madrid ahead of his contract expiring in June 2026. France international Konate also went off injured during Sunday's 1-0 win at home to Arsenal. Guehi has remained professional amid Liverpool's interest, continuing to captain Palace and scoring a spectacular goal in their 3-0 win away to Aston Villa on Sunday. Post-match, Glasner sent a crystal-clear message to Eagles chairman Steve Parish, adding that the club don't have a replacement lined up ahead of Monday's 7 p.m. deadline. "I like Marc, he is such a professional player and such a nice guy," the Palace boss explained to Sky Sports. "It is for the future of Crystal Palace. We have to keep him. We don't have the right replacement, so for me, it is clear that we keep him." During his press conference, Glasner doubled down, stating, "There is no deal. We can decide, he is our player and under contract. We can decide. It is up to us. Our fans deserve to have the best players available. If we don't sell Marc, he will accept it. He loves Crystal Palace and the team. We have to keep Guehi if we want to play a successful season. The Austrian coach went on to say, when you see our defensive setup, this is our foundation, everybody knows exactly what he has to do, everybody can rely on each other. Marc isn't a small part in this, he's our captain. We have to keep him. I told this to the chairman. It's not for me. I like Marc, he's such a professional player, and is such a nice guy, but it's for the future of Crystal Palace, it's for playing a successful season. We have to keep him. We've talked about this situation and said, okay, we're just selling Marc if we have the right replacement. If we don't have the right replacement, for me it's clear to keep him. If you love football transfer updates, league news, and all things soccer, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's stay connected and keep up with the latest from the world of football together.